I chose the cello as a very young man, as a boy. I was 3 years old, and my mom held a string quartet rehearsal in the living room of our home. And as her story goes, I was captivated by the sound of the cello. I was already playing the violin for a year. Something about the deep, rich, sonorous tone of the instrument, which would have been resonating at head height for me at that time, really grabbed me. And apparently I couldn't leave the cellist alone. I would always stand too close. You know, she couldn't bow properly. And from that moment on, I begged for a cello for 2 years. And she finally agreed to purchase one for me, and I started playing at the age of 5. When I first, became aware of how much I loved playing the instrument and how natural it was for me, I kind of always knew that I would be a musician.
So, tranquilo, yeah, but not once you come in with not much on.
I can remember being 9, 10 years old, being 15 and 16 years old. If I had friends asking me, well, what are you going to do after school, or what are you going to study, or teachers at school asking me these questions, I would just, very simply quip, I'm going to be a musician. That's just who I am. It's what I do. So it has very much felt like a calling for me in my life, and just a natural evolution of growing up in a home full of music as well. What's special about the Vancouver Symphony for me, and being a part of this organization, is the fact that I grew up in this city as a young person, and actually my mother worked in the orchestra here for many years, and continues to. So I spent many a weekend in this gorgeous theater, in the Orpheum Theater, which is one of the more historic buildings in the city, and appreciating symphonic music, which I've grown up with and loved, and sort of seeing some of the colleagues that I work with now when they were younger. And so now I join them, and there's a really sort of fresh and vibrant energy in the orchestra today. That makes me feel sort of blessed to be a part of that, and hopefully contributing to that in the best way that I can. My name is Ariel Barnes, and I'm the principal cellist of the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra.